For the Jewish queers. You Jewish queers are like really into your Judaism, says the hip lesbian with the cool hair and tattoo. And I try to answer. I say, yes, it's true. I am just so Jew, but proud to be a queer one, because if you ask me about identity, you won't hear about just one, because sexuality is, ethnicity is, religion is intersection, and if nothing else, race, sex, class, and gender is interlocking oppression. Complexity I didn't ask for, but I feel lucky, unlucky, lucky to have in me. And some days, like picking petals from a flower, I love it not, for it gets heavy, because it's something my mother is, my father is, my grandparents are, something my mother's mother suffered that left her with a numbered scar. 6 or 7 siblings gone, erased like the blackboard after a lesson. There's not even a generation left to tell the story, no one's even left to listen. But the connection isn't so hard to find if you scroll down to paragraph 175. The queers were among the first lined up to die, along with the communists, the disabled, the blind. See, first they came for the institutionalized before they came for the Jews, because Nazis didn't care about identities you did or did not choose. And I am not Jewish because I don't understand my identity. I'm a student of history. I have people who survived to create my mother for me, a culture whose stories and language are dying slowly, and this is a part of me as much as a desire for whomever attracts me. So you can't tell me to ditch one or pick one. I don't have that luxury. Why am I so Jewish? So that on my 26th birthday, I could read Leviticus 18:22 in the biblical Hebrew and tell you that in the language of its writing, the word the word abomination meant ritual deviation and not condemnation, because the connotation is a translation and the translation is a conversation, because the word is used 26 times in the 5 books of Moses, but it also applies to lobster eaters. But you don't see protesters walking down the street with signs that say God hates lobster eaters. And the truth grows deeper than the seeds, whether the root of a word or a family tree. I won't walk away from a whole history because some words offend me. I will learn them like lyrics, then switch up the rhymes and the melody. Teachers didn't tell you that interpretation isn't blasphemy, it's necessity. What's to lose? What's to gain? What's to save? Sometimes all you have to do to kill a culture is kill the language to make a slave. You kill the babies and hang the transgressors and laugh at their shame. And so it goes: culture, humanity, language, then the soul. And when there isn't anything left to claim, there's no story to be told. I saw wisdom and grew reverence for anything that survived. Any text that made it through the history that we call civilized, whether it was a Dead Sea Scroll or a miracle, a savior, or a Hasidic story retold. This is revenge over those who seek to eliminate a people whole. The antidote for those who seek to kill your people is the art, whether it's a poem scratched on a cattle car or a ritual that sets you apart. So before you judge a faith or a culture or a language you deem suspect, remember to learn that culture, language, and truth, and then show respect.